So this is 3 ways to do the shoulder mount. Here's the first way that I learned how to do shoulder mount. I do it on my left shoulder because my right hand is dominant. This is how I learned how to do it. So because my right hand is dominant, it goes up top, and then my left hand is going to go right underneath of it, choked up kind of like a, baseball grip, and this is the cup grip right here. So once you're here, you're going to need to kind of pivot, but not until after you get your knees past a certain point. And I think sometimes people think that you can shoulder mount, you can straight leg shoulder mount by just, levitating your body like it's a lever. I have never actually seen anybody do that without bending at the waist first. So to do it straight leg is going to be extremely challenging. You may at first, best case scenario, get one leg straight, one leg bent. When you're just learning it, who cares? Bend the knees, point the toes, If the toes are pointed, you can get away with bent knees. So, place the pole right on that fat of your trapezius. Dominant hands on the outside and up top. And your other hand's just kind of helping. You're going to bring the knees up, then pivot. Once you're here, the easiest thing to do is hook your leg onto the pole and figure out what you want to do after that. Because it will pull on you when you're, going up. So you don't really want to hang out here unless you're like super, super strong. Super strong. Hook the leg. Keep moving. Okay? So that's number 1. I actually learned the princess grip on my left shoulder as well because your dominant hand, your outside hand, still actually does a whole lot of the work until you get past a certain point. So once again, you're here, and the only difference is instead of having your hand here so that you have that extra pull, now it's up here, and it doesn't really help you a whole lot until you get here. And then you can kind of feel it helping you, and it really helps you when you want to hook. But make sure that you can get it out of the way. So when you hook, if you have a higher pull than what I've got, and you can avoid putting your hand or putting your leg onto your hand, that'll avoid having to pull it out. Okay? All right, so that's way number 2, princess grip. And the third way that I've seen people do the shoulder mount. This way, I don't know. Yeah, it's one that I don't use very often, but it's one that for people who are, I guess, afraid that you're going to slide down, you won't slide down. I'm on material, and I'm still not going to slide, but I've been doing shoulder mount for long enough to know that I'm putting the right amount of pressure, into my trapezius, so I don't have to worry about it. But if you do worry about it, take your hands and grab like so. Okay? So you've got one hand like this and one hand like this. Same thing, bend the knees and hook. Release, pull the hands out, and get onto whatever you're doing. I like to hook the outside leg because it's just easiest for when you're coming up. It just works you like it. Because basically, it forces you into crucifix position instead of into outside leg hang. So that's what it is.